Hi everyone, it's Tess from teachwithtess.com and I'm here today on my channel where we talk about Wales English, ESL teaching and working from home. Now, if you find the content I do useful, please like the video and subscribe to my channel because then you get updated for my weekly uploads. Now, today I thought I'd just do a very brief video for you to update you on the changes that Wales English have made to their demo class. Now, if you've applied since the 1st of September 2020, there is a new demo class to teach. I've already got this video that I've made, which is a walkthrough of the demo class. You can still watch that. It's still very relevant because all they've done is they've changed a few things. And so I thought I would just walk you through what they've changed and some recommendations I'd make just to ensure that you stand the best possible chance of passing your mock class. Not mock interview, mock class, that's the one. Anyway, let's go. So, number one, slide one, there used to be 4 phonic words, the blends. There are now only 2. So that will allow you to focus on those 2 words and the 2 blends. And you will be able to ask some nice extension questions on that slide. It's the first one. Don't forget to talk about the big question that they put in there. It's a nice introduction. So first change, 4 to 2 with phonics. They've changed a couple of photographs, so they've only got the 4 words, but they've got less opportunities to teach those words, basically. One of the big changes is that there used to be, and if you've looked at my demo class walkthrough, you'll know that there was that wonderful photograph that I mentioned of a rake in the garden. That one's gone completely, which is very relevant because not many Chinese kids actually live in places with gardens. So that wasn't the most useful, helpful slide. So that one's gone. We've got a new image in there as well for the help slide. But, you know, basically all in all, they're very minor tweaks, but the big thing for you is that it's gone from 5 slides to 4, and it just makes it a lot more achievable to get a good lesson taught in 10 minutes. My top tips have not changed. I think key now, as I've said earlier, really nail the time. You don't really have an excuse now. Nail the time, be on 10 minutes. The second thing I would advise is that you plan your questions. Know exactly what you're going to say and ask to get the sort of answers you want. Look at the slides, look at what they say, and make sure your questions elicit the answers that Wales English are looking for. Third thing, plan a ton of extension questions around the images and the content and the vocabulary, because there are fewer slides, so it does give you a little bit more time to ask questions. And of course, to get that student talk time up here, you need to be asking questions, and do not ask closed questions if you can help it. Don't forget that one. The fourth thing, because you've got that little bit more time potentially, you can, and Wales will, you know, you see this in the information they send you, they do suggest bringing in external content. Now, you can do this, you don't have to do it by any means. And to be honest, I would be a bit wary of including video simply because it has a bigger potential of going wrong than just having an image or something like that. Now, remember, you can potentially snip, that snip tool you can have, snip the images that they send you from the, what's it called? The PDF file that you get. You can snip them and put them on a PowerPoint, and then you can include within that PowerPoint an additional external resource. And it is a lot easier in PowerPoint to do this than it is if you had just a PDF, because when you screen share, you can only show the image that you initially opened. You can't be opening other things behind that because the other person can't see it. So that is another piece of advice that I have for you. Something else, I think this is number 5. You know me, I'm terrible with my numbers, but I'm pretty sure this is piece of advice number 5. Okay, please, 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 practice, practice, practice. That's really what I say. And practice with Zoom. That is the video that I've made on Zoom. And it is super important to do because I've had so many referrals come and do some coaching with me, and you know, they start teaching and it's quite obvious they really don't not understand, they haven't used the Zoom annotation tools, and the pacing is off. You know, you can see them looking around and trying to work out how to use the annotation. You can't do that in the lesson. They want to see you as a confident teacher. Now, the fact that you'll never use Zoom again after this demo class is irrelevant. You just have to do it well for that class. So please, please, please get to know Zoom, get to know the annotation tools, and practice. And don't forget to use TPR. Again, some people do it really well and consistently. Other people struggle because they have either come from bricks and mortar classrooms and haven't really taught online, or they just aren't used to using it because they're quite new to teaching. So my big advice on that is to go and check out videos. There's some fantastic videos out there all on using TPR, and do it well. You know, don't overdo the TPR. I've seen people teach classes to me and it's just, they're so concerned about doing all the TPR that they forget what they're teaching, or they don't focus on the right things. So, you know, get that right, because it is really important, and the interviewers look for good TPR. I suppose my final piece of advice that I now tell everyone that I coach systematically is, remember that what Wales English are looking for is that you are a great match with their students and them as a company. So, you know, show yourself as who you are, you know, have fun, enjoy yourself, forget the fact that it's an adult, be how you would be if you were teaching a 6-year-old kid. Enjoy the experience and it really will shine through. So if they can see what you're like as a teacher, you have a much, much better chance of being successful at your interview than if you're just really wooden and nervous. So try your best to overcome that. They look for consistency in that. They look for good extension questions. They look for high student talk time. They look for engaging teachers who elicit information from their kids, who teach at the right level, who correct well. So it's this big mixture of stuff, but you, if you're a great teacher, you'll be fine with it. Just please, please, please practice Zoom. Super important, getting the annotation bits right. And then if you want any help from me, please reach out. I'm always happy to help. Leave comments below, questions below, and I would get back to you. I'll get back to you and answer those questions. There's lots more information on my channel about Wales English, and if you would like to apply, please feel free to use my referral link, or preferably, as I've said many times before, I advise you to send me your CV, resume, so I can check it out. Again, there is the video on that. But for Wales English to get through to the demo class, your CV has to be really good and stand out. So just sort of put that one in there. Anyway, I really hope you have a great day. I'm going to say goodbye from my little garden here on a Sunday in the UK. It's sunny, it's quite nice, and I'll see you next time. Thank you so much.